Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning common sense versus superstition. And I grew up in a country whereby most people are superstitious, most people are religious. And definitely we all grew up being taught secular Christianity, being taught to look outwardly and to believe that there's an enemy outside of ourselves. We were never point to look within ourselves to discover that we are the cause of everything in our life, because it is our own thoughts that is creating our reality and creating our personality. We were never really taught what it truly means when it says that as a man thinketh in his heart or his subconscious mind, so is he. As a matter of fact, most people do not have any concept concerning their conscious and their subconscious mind. Therefore, I want to be very simple in discussing to you common sense. And I would have written a chapter in my book called Common Sense. As a matter of fact, I think I have that book right here with me. Let me just get it. Okay, and in that book, where I mention common sense, I make sure I explain to you that common sense actually is your God sense. You're born in this world with that sense. They can be referred to as your mental faculties, like your will, your perception, your reasoning, your memory, your intuition, your imagination. We all have been empowered with these mental faculties to create our life whichever way we want it to be. But we have to learn to use our God sense, which is our common sense. And that is why I'm going to look into the Bible to show you how many people have never used their common sense when they read the Bible. That is why they still believe that the Bible is a religious book, and they believe that the Bible is a book of secular history, and they believe that the Bible is literal, and they interpret the Bible looking outwardly. But no, the Bible must be understood psychologically, because it is a book of mind science. And I'm going to show you how simple it is to discover this truth. For example, you're told that you must not be conformed to this world, and that's in Romans 12. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now, when you understand this world, you would understand that this world is a physical world. Is a world of matter, is a world whereby you are limited concerning living in the five senses and being in a physical body. So you having a human experience, but your true essence is spirit. So when you get trapped in this world of the physical, is where you get trapped just in the five senses. So you only live based upon the things that you can see, taste, touch, and smell. And you're going to live your life just like everyone else. And you're going to be among the many, among the masses that have been doing the same thing over and over, yet looking for a different results. But if you look around in our society, we see those who are different. We see those who are in the 1%. We see those who are at the top of the pyramid. And you would realize it is because of their mentality. It is because of their mind. It is because of the way they think. And when you look in the world of the physical and you look at nature, you can see the same thing that is happening also. Because you can see that there are all different varieties or species of birds. But when it comes to the eagle, that there's none that can fly as high as the eagle, and soar the air as much as the eagle. And the eagle having telescopic and microscopic vision. It can stay from so far and see something all the way down here. It's the same thing with those who have insight. It is the same thing with those who have vision. And you're told that without a vision, the people will perish. And people are always being destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So you have to have a knowledge of self to really understand the power of your common sense or your God sense. Because your common sense will teach you that the Bible is saying that it's all about the mind And transformation can only take place by you renewing your mind. So the renewing of your mind is what is really known as repentance. It is a turning around, a radical change of mind, a radical change of thinking, a radical change of your mindset. So if you're getting a certain results in your life, for example, if you're finding yourself whereby you're experiencing lack, doubt, fear, guilt, shame, scarcity, mediocrity, most of all poverty, then it is because you're out of alignment with yourself and with nature. And when you're out of alignment with nature, you're actually out of alignment with yourself. You're out of alignment with God. You're not at peace with God because you're not in alignment. You're not in alignment with your higher self. And so all of this can be remedied just by changing your thinking. So there's power in positive thinking. And there's power also in negative thinking. And the power in negative thinking would bring destruction. And that in positive thinking would bring upliftment, peace, joy, happiness, contentment. But it is very, very important for you to understand that your common sense would always teach you that you need to always be learning and growing and expanding. It will teach you that you cannot read one book and believe that you know everything. You cannot read one book and believe that is the only truth and there's no other truth. I want to say to you, you have to keep expanding all the time and look no other place for truth but within yourself. So because of superstition, and because many people have this religious and superstitious mentality, it would have kept them in a place whereby they believe that there's virtue in poverty, but there's no virtue in poverty. And that is why if you want to eradicate poverty, you have to learn to calm your mind down. You have to practice meditation. You have to practice visualization. And in short, you have to basically exercise your mind. Just as you would exercise your body to grow and for your muscles to expand and so on. So too you have to expand your mind. So too you have to exercise your mind. And when you exercise your body to stay healthy. So you have to exercise your mind to have healthy thinking. Okay? To have a healthy mindset. And so my brothers and my sisters, you have to nourish upon the leadership of your intuition, leading you and guiding you in the things that are good, the things that are lovely, the things that are pure, the things that brings virtue. That's why you're told to think on these things, because above all things, you are to prosper and be in good health as your soul prosper, because your prosperity is a reflection of where your soul is. So if your soul is in hell, your results would be that of hell. It would be miserable results. And they would show forth in the things you say and the things you do. That's why most superstitious people, when they speak, it is all about doubt and fear, shame and guilt, condemnation and judgment. But when you speak from a place of love, when you speak from a place of common sense, because you're learning to think for yourself, you're living according to your God's sense, and you have leadership and guidance from your inside teacher, which is your intuition, then all these things would be shown to you to teach you how you should live your life. So, my brother and my sisters, being superstitious is not going to pay the bills. But using your common sense to realize that the Bible is all mental. It is all psychological. And using your common sense to judge yourself based on your results and be honest with yourself. It is more fulfilling than someone who just religious and superstitious. Because as I come to a close here, even the Bible tells you if you go to someone for financial help and they tell you go in peace, that God will bless you and so on, and they try to preach gospel to you and tell you about Jesus, that's still not going to pay the bills. But if you go to someone who gave to you and also who's willing to teach you how to fish, then you will always be grateful to that one who taught you how to fish. And that is why, my brother, my sister, I'm saying to you that you have to tap into your common sense, your God sense, your true sense of being and sense of awareness and sense of consciousness, sense of who you are. You have to get into that kind of mindset instead of being in a religious, superstitious mindset and trying to use religion to hide your poverty of imagination, because all poverty is poverty of imagination. Okay, poverty is a mental disease, and many religious and superstitious people like to talk about demons, but demons are your negative fallen thoughts. And poverty, mediocrity, lack, all of these thoughts are thoughts that are going to keep you crippled. All these kind of thoughts are thoughts that are going to make you miserable and keep you in hell, which is actually another state of mind, a low place of vibration where you're vibrating on a very low level, at the level of the animals. But I'm saying to you, you got to rise higher. And reading is a great way to exercise your mind. Reading other people's work is a good way to help you to understand the power of common sense. Because remember, the more you learn, it definitely would be the more that you would earn. Because we're supposed to be an expanding people that are learning each and every day. You're never too old to learn. But let me say this. A person who's a Methodist because they know. An Adventist is an Adventist because they know. A Rastafarian is a Rastafarian because he or she knows. One is a Hebrew Israelite because they know. They already know. They have it all. But for me and you, who believe in self-realization, we believe in expansion and growth, and we have an open mind to learn. We do not believe we know everything, because we come to a place of self-realization. Self-realization is you realizing how much you do not know, and how much you need to know, how much you need to learn, up to the day you're going to leave here. Because we're here in a school, and this school never stops. It's a lesson whereby it is teaching you to grow and to develop and to use energy transmutation to always widen your scope and to always expand, because this great oneness, this great consciousness, this divine mind is an ever expanding mind. It's eternal. Therefore, we have to be more aware of our eternal self and never become limited, because we are actually limitless. So, my brother, my sisters, I can go on and on and on and on, but I just want to encourage you to grab hold of your limitless abilities and to continue to believe in yourself by using your common sense. Okay, because common sense was before any book. Common sense was before money, was before everything. Okay, so when I speak about common sense, I'm speaking about the power of imagination. I'm speaking about that intelligence that you're born into this world with. Use it, because it is your tool for all abundance and all prosperity. Because the good news is you were born into this world rich. Source that richness. Find the power of great price. It is within you. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you would like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly to support this work, I just want to remind you that there's a PayPal and the link is always down below. Also, you can feel free to be a part of our Patreon community if you would like to support this work continually for a period of time, whichever way you choose. I would definitely encourage you to do so, and let us all work together to help to spread this message of self-realization to uplift the rest of humanity. So, with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.